confident, you get a better job, you make more money, you negotiate differently, you influence in the room, you're heard, and you pursue the life of your dreams. But here's the question: how do you become confident if you're full of self-doubt, if you're introverted, if you're shy, if you truly lack self-confidence? We're going to delve into the 3 myths of confidence and the 5 tools that you can have in your arsenal to become more confident. The good news is that confidence is a skill. So let's talk about that today. Hi, I'm Vicky. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and you like and comment, and make sure to subscribe to my newsletter at vickyd.me, where I share lots of free content and insights on confidence and all of these other topics. So let's talk about confidence. Here's the thing. I had to go on a huge journey of overcoming my self-doubt, the imposter syndrome, all the lack of confidence that I had within myself. I wanted to get a promotion at work. I wanted to show up differently in this world. I wanted to be a more confident person, but I genuinely didn't know how to do it. And I used to think that, oh, maybe some people are born confident. Maybe people who are extroverted are just confident more naturally because they're more heard in the room. But here's the thing, there are several myths about confidence that I want to distill for you today. So let's talk about myth number 1. Confident people are both introverted and extroverted. Just because you're an extrovert and you're loud, it doesn't mean that you're more confident. That was me. I was very social, but I lacked self-confidence, meaning I had a lot of self-doubt. So although I would be social and would be, personable at parties and social events, when it came to my job, when it came to advocating for myself, when it came to negotiating for myself, when it came to having boundaries as to what I wanted and didn't want in life, that wasn't me. I wasn't advocating for myself at work. I wasn't asking, why am I not getting promoted? What do I need to do to get promoted? I wasn't going for the jobs of my dreams because I kept holding myself back thinking, oh, someone else can do this job, but I can't. So I was truly lacking self-confidence. And what studies have shown is that both introverted and extroverted people are just as confident. In fact, introverted people sometimes are even more confident because they don't feel like they have to be the loudest voice in the room, because they already have the self-awareness and the self-confidence to know that when they do speak, they add value and they don't need to be speaking all the time. So you don't need to be an extrovert to come across as being confident. Now, number 2, confidence is not built in the moments of glory, in the moments when you're successful. Sure, that helps. Confidence is actually built in the moments that are difficult in your life. It is when you are doing something hard, when you are feeling very uncomfortable with doing something, when you're taking risks in life, that's when confidence is built up. And I will explain to you why, because confidence is an action. Confidence is not a feeling. Confidence is a skill, and that skill is built up when you are resilient and when you show up for yourself. So confidence is not always built up when you're successful. Confidence is most often built up in the moments that are difficult for you, because you learn that you can do something hard, that you can take a risk, that you can even fail and overcome that failure and come back and try to do something again. And lastly, the 3rd myth of confidence is you can't lose confidence. Once you have confidence, you can't lose confidence. So let's say you're surrounded by very confident, competent people. Here's the thing. Confidence is your willingness to try. And so as long as you are willing to try, you are acting in a confident manner. So if you're surrounded by big personalities who are very accomplished, you can't lose your confidence. All you can do is just be willing to try and to share your ideas, to fail, to learn. So even though they might be accomplished, you don't have to lose your confidence. You never lost your confidence. And let's define confidence. What is confidence? Confidence is taking action. Confidence is taking risks in life. Confidence is a skill. Confidence is a competence. It's not a feeling, it's not an emotion, it's an acquired skill. So that's the good news, is that confidence is an acquired skill. So if you're somebody who's full of self-doubt, who feels like you have imposter syndrome, every single time you are uncomfortable, you're building up your resilience and you are overcoming your imposter syndrome. Because think about it, if you do something 10 times, the first time it's really scary, the second time it's less scary, and by the 10th time you're like, all right, well, I've failed at this so many times, at some point I will succeed. So that's confidence. Confidence is a skill, it is a competence. So what are the 5 tools that you can have to become more confident and to overcome your self-doubt? So the very first, you have to take action. So if you're afraid of being on camera, take imperfect action. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to be willing to take a risk, and you have to be willing to try something that is difficult, that feels very uncomfortable to you. Take action towards doing the thing that you want to do. The second tool is the power of objectivity. Don't make things personal. Imagine your future self and ask, what would that future self do? That's the way to overcome your self-doubt, because you are not making this personal. You're focusing on the future self that you want to be instead of the person that you are now. The person that you are now is full of self-doubt, is not confident, is lacking, the willingness to do things. But ask yourself, what would my future self do? What risks, what actions? How would my future self behave? So if I want a job, would I apply? Would my future self apply for that job? Of course it would. If I wanted to ask a person out on a date, would the confident future self me ask that person out on a date? Of course you would. The other skill, the third tool that you have in your arsenal is to prepare. Think about it. When you are taking a test and the test is really hard, if you come to the test completely unprepared, of course you're going to be full of self-doubt, you're going to be worried, you're going to be scared. On the other hand, if you've studied for the test, if you failed while you were studying, when you come to the test, you're going to be that much more prepared. Same thing when you're going on a job interview. When you have prepared the answers that you want to give to questions that you anticipate, when you've practiced what stories you want to tell about yourself, you're going to come into that interview feeling a lot more confident. You're going to know exactly how you're going to position yourself, exactly the stories that you're going to share, exactly the skills and the competencies that you're going to demonstrate with your stories, versus if you come in cold, you haven't studied anything about the company, you don't know what the employer wants you to do, and you have no idea what types of questions to anticipate. So preparation is going to be your key to feeling more confident, more at ease in those situations when you are very nervous or embarrassed to do something. The fourth tool in your arsenal is asking yourself, why is this worth doing? What's your why? So for example, if you want to get a job, but that job requires you to record a video and you're absolutely petrified of recording videos of yourself, or you don't know how to do an elevator pitch about yourself, ask yourself, why will I walk through this tunnel of fear and record this video? Well, the answer is because you're going to get the job that you like. You're going to work the hours that you want. You're going to work with people that you like. You're going to make more money. You're going to have financial freedom. You will have more flexibility in your work and life. You're going to change your quality of life. And that is your why. That is why you are going to take the risk and build up the confidence to make a video about yourself and apply for that job so that you get the job, so that you get the opportunity to interview for that job, so that you get the opportunity in life that you want. So always follow your why. When you're afraid, when you're having an imposter syndrome moment, when you are lacking self-confidence, ask yourself, why would I take this risk? Why would I risk looking silly? Or why would I risk being embarrassed? Well, your why is your North Star. So follow your why and live in that. And lastly, you have to focus on you. You have to focus on you. You can't expect someone else to take the risk for you. You can't expect someone else to do the hard things for you. You have to take the action. You have to walk through the tunnel of fear. You have to prepare. You have to try and fail. And you have to feel comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to take that risk. You have to focus on you, and you have to hold yourself accountable for doing this. So remember, confidence is a competence. It is a skill. It is not a feeling. It is not something you're born with. Confidence is an acquired skill, and you absolutely can acquire it. And that is the good news. So I hope you take action on these. I hope that you use these tools. I hope that you start to take risks. I hope you become comfortable with failing and learning from your failures, knowing that there is a light at the end of the tunnel that is awaiting you. That light is the success that you're going to experience after you walk through your tunnel of fear. I hope you found this helpful. Make sure to comment, subscribe, and like this video. Take care. Until next time. Bye.